On DAZN, July 20, Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. I fear no man. I'm ready anytime, any place, anyone. People think I'm crazy.
Mike Perry ends people.
A violent, bare-knuckle, undefeated legend.
He is a savage. He is an absolute killer.
I'm gonna hurt you bad. I'm bringing the pain. You will be terrified.
Messi has his say.
When you think you've seen it all in boxing, Sabalenka being crowned champion, once again showing the world why he is the greatest. Left hook on the temple, unbelievable.
We start with a special showcase bout.
It's an absolute monster of a lightweight.
She wasn't going for goal, but she'll happily accept it.
It's gone all the way through, and look at this! Chewinga! Did you dare write Barcelona off?
The career of one of the all-time greats is all but over.
Nice comeback.
Uma oportunidade de dizer alguma coisa que eu acho que nunca disse.
Let's get this party started!
NFL Game Pass is now exclusively on DAZN.
Let's get this thing going.
Watch every game, plus the playoffs and Super Bowl. It's your all-access pass.
That's how you fight a southpaw. Well on his way to coming back.
Katie Taylor does it again. Look at the emotion.
Continues here in Tampa, Florida. We're just over 24 hours a day from Fear No Man, Jake Paul versus Mike Perry, and the weigh-ins start now.
Live only on DAZN, July 20, Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. I fear no man. I'm ready anytime, any place, anyone. People think I'm crazy.
Mike Perry ends people.
A violent, bare-knuckle, undefeated legend.
He is a savage. He is an absolute killer.
I'm gonna hurt you bad. I'm bringing the pain. You will be terrified.
Jake Paul versus Mike Perry, July 20, live only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
And with that, we welcome you inside the Amalie Arena, the home of the Stanley Cup Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning, of course, Stanley Cup winners. Tomorrow, the site for Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Purchase it now live on DAZN. My name's Todd Grisham, Gabe Rosado, and of course, Wade Plem. The ceremonial weigh-ins are about to go down. This has been one of those entertaining build-ups to a fight we've seen in a long time. Wade, what do you expect today?
I expect the exact same thing today. All week we've had characters pop out, especially Mike Perry, but this is your last chance to check your opponent's temperature. It's your last chance to look them eye in the eye before you step in the ring tomorrow night. I expect that temperature to rise once again, and I hope we don't have any physicality, but I'm not quite sure we won't.
Hey, I hope there's some physicality. Maybe I'm weird like that. Gabe, you've been in some big fights before. How did you approach that final face-off?
You know, with the final face-off, it's time to fight, so you kind of got nerves, but it's good nerves. and you're just ready to go. You're looking at your opponent, you're ready to smash them.
Yeah, what did you try to play mind games when you looked into their eyes? What did you try and do with them?
Well, you know, it depends, man. Sometimes you'll see if he's intimidated, he'll look away, or maybe you see a guy's lip kind of shaking, so you kind of see fear.
Yeah.
So you want to use that against him.
What do you see when you look into my eyes, Gabe?
No comment.
Nothing but love. All right, let's get this party started. We go on to the stage now in the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Welcome to Amalie Arena here in Tampa, Florida. And we welcome you to an exciting night of action-packed weigh-ins going down 24 hours from now. We will be live around the world on DAZN pay-per-view. Welcome to the public weigh-ins for MVP's Fear No Man, Paul versus Perry, and Serrano versus Morgan. It's all brought to you by Jake Paul and Nakisa Badarian. Fear No Man, headlined by international superstar Jake El Gallo Paul. He'll take on the king of violence, the bare-knuckle undefeated world champion, Platinum Mike Perry. Presented by Celsius, Live Fit Essential Energy. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Also, Fansly, the best 18 and over content creator site. Head over to fansly.com/Paul Perry to see exclusive content from the event and more from our beautiful ring card models. Also, Event Ticket Center. Don't just watch it, experience it live. Get your tickets to the events you love with Event Ticket Center. Dave & Buster's, the place to be for your whole crew. Happy hour, giant TVs, delicious food, and handcrafted cocktails. You really can't top it. Don't miss the biggest fight night of the summer, airing at Dave & Buster's nationwide. MVP's Fear No Man, Paul versus Perry is produced and marketed by MVP in partnership with Box Lab Promotions as the official licensed promoter. Well, we'll give you a rundown of the fight list tomorrow night. The co-main event features boxing trailblazer Amanda the Real Deal Serrano. The 7-division world champion and unified featherweight champion steps into the ring against Tampa's own rising star, Stevie Sledgehammer Morgan. That bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the super lightweight division, and also on the card features undefeated contenders H2O Sylve. He puts that perfect record on the line against Canada's Lucas Prince Body. They'll clash in a 10-round lightweight bout, aiming to assert dominance in their respective divisions. Also, folks, a rematch between two Florida natives, Crescent City's Tony Aguilar and Corey Marksman will head off in an 8-round lightweight attraction, a rematch from their split draw back in February on MVP's Most Valuable Prospect Series. And returning to the ring after 2 years, Mexican boxing legend Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. returns to the ring tomorrow night in a 6-round cruiserweight match with MMA star Uriah Hall. The MVP prelim card is streaming on YouTube and DAZN, and it's headlined by the great Shadasia the Sweet Terminator Green. She'll take on the Natasha Nightmare Spence in a competitive super middleweight throwdown. Also, folks, Alexis Chop Chop Chaparro will square off against Kevin Hill. That's a 4-round middleweight bout showcasing Chaparro's burgeoning talent on the global stage. Angel Barrientos faces Edwin Rodriguez in a 6-round super bantamweight bout as Barrientos seeks to extend his winning streak and climb up the boxing rankings. And starting off tonight, local favorite Ariel Golden Hawk Perez will meet Dane Guerrero in a 4-round light heavyweight clash, promising excitement as he steps into the ring tomorrow night. Ticketmaster.com has all the content you need to get in the door for just $20, and local fans here can stop by the box office and get yourself squared away for all the action tomorrow evening. And for fans watching around the world, DAZN pay-per-view is carrying all of the action. All right, folks, let's bring up our MVP ring card models. We've got the MVP Fansly ring card models. Please welcome Rafaela, Delia, and Jillian. And from the Florida Athletic Commission, Mr. Patrick Cunningham. Also to the stage, owner of Box Lab Promotions and managing director of Caribe Royale, the home of MVP prospects, Mr. Amari Pieta. The director of boxing for MVP, Mike Leonardi. And co-founder of MVP, Mr. Nakisa Badarian. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this weigh-in underway. First to the stage, Dane Guerrero. Perez versus Guerrero is our first fight of the night. Doors open at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening here on the East Coast. Both fighters in the ring approximately 6:30. And you can get those tickets at Ticketmaster.com and stop by the Amalie Box Office Arena, where prizes are just $20 to get you in the door. First up here is Dane Guerrero of Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. $174.4 official weight for Dane Guerrero. And next to step up to the stage, the undefeated light heavyweight from Tampa, Florida, Ariel Perez. Perez standing at 3-0 with 2 knockouts on that resume, representing Tampa, Florida tomorrow night in our fight opener. Official weight for Perez, 175. Dane Guerrero looking for that first professional victory tomorrow night against the Tampa local, Ariel Perez. Thank you, gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow evening inside the ropes here at Amalie Arena. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, super bantamweight, 6 rounds scheduled. Step to the ring, step to the scale first, Edwin Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a 22-fight veteran from Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico. Here's Edwin Rodriguez, first on the scale. Official weight 122 even, 122 for Rodriguez. And here's his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, the AK-47, Angel Barrientos. Barrientos 11-1 with 7 knockouts on his boxing resume. Barrientos 121.2 for the hard-hitting Las Vegas super bantamweight. Thank you, gentlemen. Next up, folks, we go to the middleweight division. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds. And first to step up from St. Louis, Missouri, Kevin Hill. Kevin Hill will step into the ring for the 3rd time tomorrow night. An even record, standing at 1-1, with that victory coming by way of knockout. This is the middleweight 160-pound division. And here is Kevin Hill. Official weight 159 pounds for Kevin Hill. His opponent from Queens, New York, 1-0 with 1 knockout. Hailing from Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, here is Alexis Chaparro. Chaparro goes by the nickname of Chop Chop. Out of Queens, New York, his second professional fight after a debut knockout win. And now here's the middleweight, Alexis Chaparro. 159 official weight. For Chaparro, both fighters, Kevin Hill and Alexis Chop Chop Chaparro, 159. And now, folks, we've reached the main event of the MVP prelim card, brought to you by Jake Paul and Nikisa Badarian, one of the best fighters plying their trade in the world today, Shadasia Sweet Terminator Green, headlining the prelim card. It starts at 7 Eastern. And in the super middleweight division, she faces a fighter coming to the stage right now. Please welcome, from Tampa, Florida, the Nightmare, Natasha Spence. From Serrano, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. Out of Cambridge, Canada, the Nightmare, 9-4, 8-4-2 with 6 knockouts. Once again, here's Cambridge, Canada's Natasha Spence, the Nightmare, 8-4-2 with 6 knockouts for this super middleweight. 166.4, the Nightmare, Natasha Spence. And her opponent, a veteran of 14 professional fights, standing at 13-1, heavy-handed with 11 knockouts. She is the Sweet Terminator, Shadasia Green. Official weight 167.4, Shadasia Green of Patterson, New Jersey. Words exchanged between these two super middleweights. Natasha Spence looks to upset Shadasia Green in this super middleweight preliminary main event. And now, folks, we're set for the first fight on our main card tomorrow night. Before that, we go to Ariel Hawani. Ariel, take it away.
Shadasia, right here, if you don't mind. Pretty intense up there. What'd you make of her energy?
Shaky. Talking don't win fights. Fighting win fights.
Last time we saw you, tough night at the office. What lessons did you learn from that experience?
Man, I went back home and locked in and did what I was supposed to do. You're going to see a phenomenal fighter tomorrow, and that's all I'm saying. I'm ready to show and prove in the ring tomorrow that I belong at the top.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Make some noise for Shadasia Green, everyone.
And now live on DAZN pay-per-view tomorrow night. This is our main card, ladies and gentlemen, and it starts off with a banger. Returning to the ring after 2 years, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., and he will first have to get through a man standing perfect at 1-0 from New York, New York. please welcome MMA star Uriah Hall. Tickets are available at the box office or online at Ticketmaster.com. Do not miss out this huge event at Amalie Arena tomorrow night in Tampa, Florida. Fear no man, courtesy of Jake Paul and Nakisa Badarian, and presented by Celsius Live Fit Active Energy. Again, 6 rounds. We start with this in the cruiserweight division, and here is Uriah Hall of New York. $199.6 for Uriah Hall. His opponent tomorrow night will step into the ring for the 61st time as a professional. 53 wins, 6 defeats, 1 draw, 34 knockouts. The former WBC middleweight champion of the world, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. stepping on an official scale for the first time in nearly 2 years. And his official weight up on the screen. 197.8 in this 6-round cruiserweight throwdown. Both fighters are primed and ready to go in this DAZN pay-per-view fight opener. Uriah Hall awaiting his opponent, Chavez Jr. Nakisa Badarian in the middle of the two, helping bring all the action tomorrow night to here at Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. The eyes meet one final time before they square off tomorrow evening here in Tampa, Florida. Make some noise, Tampa!
A quick word here with Uriah Hall. I don't know if my mic is on. Yeah, there it is. Uriah, obviously the last time we saw you, impressive win over Le'Veon Bell, but with all due respect to the former NFL running back, he's not a former champion in boxing. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is a legend. How do you beat him on Saturday night?
You show up, man. His dad is a legend. He's a legend. This is his world. I'm stepping in his, domain, and I'm all about that. I like to challenge myself, so let's see who's going to show up.
Looking forward to it. Good luck to you. Uriah Hall, everyone. Now let's say hello to the pride of Mexico, the legend, the former WBC champion, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Julio, good to see you again. There are a lot of people who think your best days are behind you, that you don't have what it takes anymore. What do you say to the people who don't believe in you anymore?
Oh man, it's good because he pushed me to do my best. So I'm ready, I'm in shape, like 10 years before. So I'm ready to put the performance to Saturday.
Can't wait for it. Good luck. Thank you so much. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., everyone.
That action going down tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, here in Amalie Arena, Tampa, Florida. And behind me up on the screen, we will have a QR code for fans in attendance that cannot make it tomorrow evening. Scan that code and purchase the pay-per-view. Catch all the action. And again, if you can make it tomorrow night, please go to Ticketmaster.com, or before you head home, stop by the box office and get yourself squared away for tomorrow night. $20 gets you a seat inside all of the action-packed card tomorrow. All right, folks, we move on to our next fight tomorrow night. This is 8 rounds scheduled in the lightweight division. First up from Orlando, Florida, here is Corey Marchman. This will be a rematch in the lightweight division. These two fighters fought to a draw just a few months back in 2024. Tomorrow, somebody's O will go, both standing unbeaten as professionals. Corey 2 Smooth Marksman of Orlando, Florida, 9-0-1 with 7 knockouts, and he is first on the scale. Official weight, 134.2 for Corey Marksman. And his opponent in this Florida bragging rights showdown from Crescent City, Tony Aguilar. Both fighters were able to showcase some of their talents just a couple days ago at our open workouts. Both fighters deeply respect each other's talents, but they know it is all business come tomorrow night when they step between the ropes here at Amalie Arena. Neither fighter wants to leave it to the judges this time, so we expect some fireworks in this lightweight showdown at 135 pounds. Here's Tony Aguilar. Official weight, 134.6. Corey 2 Smooth Marksman, Orlando, Florida. And from Crescent City, Tony Aguilar, a rematch in this lightweight throwdown. Ladies and gentlemen, Florida bragging rights on the line between these two fighters tomorrow night. Your second fight on the pay-per-view card tomorrow night. Corey Marksman and Tony Aguilar, lightweights going after it for 8 rounds.
Corey, I know you think you won that fight back in February. I know you think you deserve the nod, but what do you have to do differently on Saturday in order to get that judge's decision, if in fact it goes the distance?
I gotta embarrass him tomorrow, I promise you that.
All right, well, we look forward to that. Good luck to you, my friend. Corey Marksman, everyone. Let's say hello now to Tony Aguilar. Did he leave? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Tony, a quick word with you. These two fought to an incredible split draw back in February at a Most Valuable Prospect show. This is going to be maybe the fight of the night, and I'm looking forward to it. He just said that he's going to embarrass you tomorrow night. What is your response?
He need to be embarrassed with whatever that thing he got on his head. That shit look goofy as hell. Tomorrow night will be the fight of the night, and I will beat his ass.
How do you beat him?
Well, I beat him by pressuring his ass the whole fight.
All right, looking forward to it. Good luck to you. Tony Aguilar, everyone.
And now just a couple fights away from our main event tomorrow night. Another banger on the line. Undefeated records. Super lightweight scheduled for 10 rounds. First, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated fighter from Niagara Falls, Canada. Here is Prince Lucas Buddy. Buddy 16-0, and he is heavy-handed. 14 knockouts for this young 3-time Canadian national champion. Somebody's O has got to go tomorrow night. Here is Lucas Buddy, official weight 134 even. His opponent 11-0 with 9 knockouts. From Long Beach, California, here is the undefeated H2O Sylve. And this fight will be in the lightweight division, 135-pound division. H2O Sylve on the scale, official weight, 134.4. as he drinks some of that Celsius Live Fit Energy. Official sponsor of tomorrow night's action, Fear No Man, brought to you by Jake Paul and Nikisa Badarian, sponsored by Celsius. Two undefeated fighters combining records of 27-0, 23 knockouts between the pair. Lightweight action scheduled for 10 rounds. Lucas Bade, H2O Sylve. Whose O is going to go tomorrow night? A very confident Prince Lucas Bade, an equally confident and ready to go H2O Sylve. The proving grounds tomorrow night. Ariel.
Lucas, we're here down south in Tampa, but I see Canada in the house as well. You've got a great reaction over there with the flags, a huge cheering section. You've been waiting for a fight like this, a moment like this. Can you describe what this evening on Saturday night here in Tampa means for your career?
Canada's in the house, baby. This is my time. This is what I've been waiting for, and here it is. Saturday night's gonna be a great night for me.
Can't wait for it. Good luck to you. Lucas Bade, everyone. We'll say hello now to the 20-year-old phenom, H2O Sylve. Every time he fights, it's a great scene. A big reaction for him as well. We are not in Canada. We are in America. You always put on a great show on the way to the ring. Can you give us a taste of what you have planned for the walkout tomorrow night?
I can't tell you the walkout tomorrow, but it's something exciting always. 7 rounds and under.
7 rounds and under. You're going to stop this man?
Of course.
Can't wait. Thank you so much. Good luck to you. Say one more time, hello to one H2O Sylve, everyone. Show some love.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the last 2 fights are headed your way right now. First up, the co-main event tomorrow night. 10 rounds scheduled in the super lightweight division. And first to step up onto the scale, from Tampa, Florida, here is the Sledgehammer, Stevie Morgan! Morgan, a 15-fight veteran, 14 wins, including 13 knockouts. And she goes by the Sledgehammer for great reason. Again, 13 knockouts in her 14 wins. This is a fight between 2 forward fighters that could equally match any other fight on the card as far as an action-packed fight. And here is Stevie Morgan first on the scale. 136.6 for the Tampa native, Stevie Morgan. And her opponent tomorrow night, she is the unified lightweight world champion, 7-division champion of the world. She is the real deal, Amanda Serrano. Serrano desde Carolina, Puerto Rico. We got the Boricuas in the house tonight here in Tampa, Florida. The unified lightweight world champion. Fighting at the super lightweight division, 140 pounds, a 10-round bout. The most decorated boxer in history, ladies and gentlemen, standing before you right now. This is the real deal, Amanda Serrano, 136 on the nose. One final time at our co-main event tomorrow night. They will catch eyes as the Sledgehammer stares down the eyes of the real deal, Amanda Serrano, Tampa native. and 7 division world champion. Putting it on the line tomorrow night in the super lightweight division.
Just a quick word. All right, we're here with Tampa's own Stevie Morgan, everyone. And Stevie, you know that Amanda Serrano is one of the greatest of all time, but you seem very confident going into this fight. I'm wondering if you've allowed yourself to think about what life would be like if and when you pull off the upset on Saturday night.
You know, I'm confident because I know how hard I work for this. And
You're going to make it happen.
I'm going to make it happen.
All right, well, we look forward to that. Thank you so much, Stevie. There she is, Stevie Morgan, the sledgehammer representing Tampa. And now we'll say hello to one of the greatest of all time, the 7-division champion, the unified featherweight champion, the pride of Puerto Rico and New York, now fighting at 140 pounds, the great Amanda Serrano. She says she's going to bring the fight to you, but you know this, Amanda. People say that, and sometimes they don't do it. Do you believe her? Do you believe that she's going to bring a war to you on Saturday?
First, let me take a sip of my Celsius.
Okay, please enjoy. You must be quenching your thirst at all times.
No, I'm here. I'm super excited to be here in Tampa once again to give the fans a great show. She says she's coming. We'll see. I've heard a lot of girls say the same thing, but I'm ready. You guys, your fans, you're the ones who are in for a good treat this night.
Can't wait for it. Thank you so much. Everyone, show some love to the great Amanda Serrano.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set from here inside of Amalie Arena, Tampa, Florida, the main event of the evening. It is all presented live on DAZN pay-per-view around the world. Tickets available at the box office and online at Ticketmaster.com. Paul versus Perry. Fear no man, courtesy of Jake Paul and Nakisa Badarian, and presented by Celsius Live Fit Active Energy. And now first, ladies and gentlemen, to take the stage, he is the king of violence, the bare knuckle undefeated world champion. Here is the one and only Platinum Mike Perry. Mike Perry, the bare knuckle fighting championship fighter of the year, found his niche with the gloves off. Will he find it tomorrow night with the gloves on? He's 5-0 as a bare knuckle world champion with 3 knockouts en route to that perfect record. Orlando, Florida's Mike Perry, official weight 196.6 in this cruiserweight main event. And now, next to make his way to the stage, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, here is the one and only El Gallo, Jake Paul. Jake Paul, 9-1 in his 10 fights with 6 knockouts. Incredible power from this cruiserweight on display tomorrow night. Will we have a repeat performance? Mike Perry putting it on the line tomorrow night, undefeated as a bare knuckle champion, stepping into the ropes in his pro debut. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, El Gallo, Jake Paul. Official weight, 200 pounds, 200 on the nose. Ariel Helwani standing by. He will have words with both fighters. We have one final stare down. Get your cameras ready, folks. Platinum Mike Perry, the king of violence, tomorrow night will step into the ropes with the undeniable boxing sensation, El Gallo Jake Paul.
Ready for this moment. You're ready for this moment. The adrenaline gonna hit you. The adrenaline gonna hit you.
I'm ready for a fight, brother.
For real. I'm ready for a fight on this big of a stage.
Oh, I'm gonna battle with you, bro.
Nope.
I'm excited.
Easy work.
I'm excited.
You're actually easy work.
You are.
You're
it
actually
came out of
easy
your
work.
mouth because you are.
You're actually easy work.
Okay.
One round. One round.
No chance.
Why are you nervous? I can see it in your
I'm
eyes.
excited.
You're not ready for this
nervous.
stage,
I'm
brother.
excited.
You're not ready for this stage.
You can have all this shit. I want the ring tomorrow. That's all I want.
You're going to eat the ring tomorrow. Face first. Face first.
I'm going to eat everything you got. Everything. All of it. I'm eating all of it. All of it, Jake. Let's go, Jake. Let's fucking go, Jake. Let's go, Jake.
They are throwing down tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, your main event. Both fighters obviously ready to go. The talk will stop and the fist will fly tomorrow night. Amalie Arena here in Tampa, Florida, live on DAZN pay-per-view. Ariel Helwani. What is up, brother?
All right. Gonna get a quick word here with Platinum Mike Perry. Mike, what'd you make of that whole scene up there?
They working hard to protect him, bro, but tomorrow night in the ring when it's just me and him, no protection. He going down.
He has been very dismissive of your skills, saying now that he's gonna stop you in the first round. Do you think he's looking past you?
You seen how hard those big guys had to work to get me back? I was pushing through the whole shit, bro. Moving all of their ass. That's like 1,000 pounds of pressure. That's called platinum pressure. I'm putting it on them tomorrow night. I'm beating your ass, Jake.
Final thing, Mike, it seems like he's trying to get under your skin. It seemed like he tried to break you mentally there. I don't think he was successful in doing so. What is your response and your final word to him before Saturday?
No, we here for a fight, man. Like I told him, I'm here for everything. I'm here to eat everything he's got. And I'm taking your chin tomorrow, Jake.
Thank you, guys. Show some love to the great Platinum Mike Perry, the king of violence. Now let's say hello to the problem child, the one and only Jake Paul. Let's take a walk. Let's go to Jake over here. Jake, intense stuff up there. You were going back and forth. It got a little physical. Your reaction to what just transpired?
He light. He flew like 6 feet. But look, Dana White said that he's going to give him a UFC contract if he can knock me out. Well, guess what, Dana? You can rip up the fucking contract because I'm going to fuck up Mike Perry. Anyone you send at me, any one of your MMA fighters is getting fucked up. They've been trying to assassinate me. They don't want me in this sport. They hate that I run this sport. But when you try to assassinate a guy like me, it only makes me bigger, Ariel. I'm on a mission from God. A mission from God. A servant of God to save this sport. And that's exactly what I will keep doing. Keep on winning. Keep on fighting. And guess what, Ariel? I'm going to keep fucking him up. Tomorrow night, I'm fucking him up, Tampa. Let's go.
There he is, the one and only, the problem child, Jake Paul.
Well, the words have flown. Tomorrow night, the fist will fly. Ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets for right here tomorrow night, Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. Ticketmaster.com for $20. Stop by the box office and get yourself squared away before tomorrow evening. And, of course, for fans around the world, DAZN pay-per-view is the home for tomorrow night.
Well, we knew it was going to be entertaining, and Jake Paul and Mike Perry certainly did not let us down, ladies and gentlemen, nor did the woman to my right, the real deal. Amanda Serrano is here, being joined, obviously, with Gabe Rosado. You were just excited to watch that as we were. What was your reaction?
Oh, it's always exciting seeing Jake Paul out there with all his opponents. You know, Mike Perry's bringing it. I'm excited to see that fight. I'm just going to end my fight early so I can sit down and watch it.
You know, it's interesting. Stevie Morgan had so much to say this week, and then she froze up on the microphone. I think maybe your stare down got to her a little bit. What do you think?
I don't know. That happens. You know, it's the first time being in this atmosphere. I'm going to be fighting in front of, what is it, 14,000 people? The first time. I've been here before. I know how to stay composed. This is where I'm happy. This is my happy place. This is what I love to do, and I love to fight.
Amanda, for her to say that she thinks you're not the top. Like, as far as the women on the top, she says you're the weakest link. What does that do? Does that make you want to even step on the gas and, you know, get her out of there and make her eat her words?
Listen, I know I'm not the weakest link. I've been a champion for, I believe, 8 years straight. I am a 7th division, 10-time world champion, former undisputed, current unified champion. It's not a mistake why I'm here. I'm in this game. I've been in this game for a long time. We'll have to ask her that question after the fight, when the fight is over, if she still thinks I am the weakest link.
Sure. Well, hey, Amanda, thanks for stopping by. I know you're hungry. Go get yourself something to eat. I saw your sister at Chick-fil-A today, by the way. She said, now that I'm retired, I can kill it every single day. Thanks a lot, Amanda.
No, thank you. You guys are in for a treat. Come tomorrow night.
I really appreciate it. All right, Amanda, the real deal, Serrano, of course, she is in the co-main event. As for the whole enchilada, well, of course, it is Mike Perry versus Jake Paul, and Mr. Platinum himself, the king of violence, makes his way to the stage. Mike, welcome up here, man. What did you make of that stare down with you and Jake Paul? What did you see in his eyes?
You know, it's time to have some fun, man. That's why I let him know. I gave him a little shove, and they couldn't move me back. All them security guards, I tried to go forward, but then at some point, there was too much weight getting moved around. I had to take a couple steps back. Tomorrow night, it's just me and Jake in the ring. It's going to be a glorious event.
Mike, Jake was saying he was light up there. He said he pushed you 6 feet. He said you was flying. That's what he said up there.
Well, I didn't push him so hard, man. I want to get to the fight tomorrow.
You said, let me give you a little something, and then the full meal's tomorrow.
I just wanted to touch him. I opened the door. I made the contact. Neither one of us touched before that moment, so I said, here, let me do it for you. He gave me a little push, and I'm a little lighter, right? I'm going to be so fast tomorrow night. Speed of light. I'm going to hit Jake like a strike of lightning.
Look at him right here, Mike. What'd you see in his eyes when you were up there? What do you see now? You see any fear there?
I don't care about all that. I don't look at all that stuff that the fans might, or at the face-offs or the weigh-ins or the press conference. I'm excited to get in the ring and put my gloves in his face.
Hey, that sounds great. Obviously, you have more energy than I think 100 men combined. But when it comes to X's and O's, what's your strategy other than just pressuring him and throwing bombs? Or maybe that's what you're going to do. How do you beat someone like Jake Paul?
You know, that's why I trick all of y'all with my energy. Y'all see me aggressive all the time. I seem so angry, but I'm very professional. I know what I'm doing, and I want to get to you with technique and speed, and I use my swagger, and then I got that power in my back pocket. So I'm ready to get in the ring and just touch him up.
Mike, final message, man. What's the one thing you want everybody at home to watch and see from the Platinum one, Mike Perry?
Man, I love being a fighter. I wouldn't say everyone be one, but I think I was born for it. It's kind of destiny. And shout out to Jake, man. I'm happy to have a good competitor. We promoted the shit out of this. We trying to let y'all know that it's going to be a banger of a fight tomorrow night. And I'm tough as hell, man. I can take it. Jake can hit, but I can hit too. And I'm excited to see what happens when we're in the ring tomorrow.
Well, I know you're going to have a lot of support here in the arena. We wish you the best of luck. Platinum, Mike Perry, everybody. Order the fight now right here on DAZN. Exit stage left, my friend. I know you're ready to get some rest, get something to eat.
Love that guy.
I mean, I feel like, you touch somebody, he's almost going to shock me. He's got so much energy.
It's electric, man. Again, how can you not love this fight? Mike Perry is bringing all of it. Every single bit of energy, pressure, technique, everything he has. Fighting is a way of life to him. Obviously, we know what Jake brings. This is going to be a banger tomorrow.
What did you make of, during fight week, earlier in the week, Jake said round 3, and then yesterday he said round 2, and now tonight he's saying round 1.
I think both guys have held things a little bit up the sleeve as to what they're actually going to bring, and I think a little bit of it comes out as we get these face-to-face, this weigh-in, this last little interaction. You heard Jake become more confident that he's going to do it quicker. You heard Mike say, I may not be just as pressure-filled, just aggression as you thought. I'm going with technique and skill.
As we welcome back in Gabe Rosado, we await Jake Paul, who should be joining us momentarily. I asked you yesterday who you thought would win, and you said, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I haven't heard a lot of people say that. Give us your explanation.
No, yeah, I think it's 50-50 just because Mike, his mentality, man, he doesn't care that Jake possesses that kind of power. He's going to walk him down. He's going to be aggressive. So I'm just curious to see if Jake can handle that pressure. I mean, if he can handle that pressure, then I see Jake outboxing him. But Mike is a dog.
Yeah, I think, again, I'm not convinced it's going to be just pressure from Mike. I want to think that he's been a little coy with this. I want to see some technique. I want to see some patience from Mike because everyone expects just bull and moving forward, trying to hit him with big power punches and nothing behind it. I think we're going to see some jab, and I think we're going to see some patience. And I think he's going to need that because if you just walk forward, Jake's going to put you down.
I agree with that.
Mike has said that he sees holes in Jake's game. Obviously, he's, had 9-10 fights in his career. Of course, there's going to be some holes, but when you watch tape on Jake Paul, and if you were going to face him, what would be some of the areas you would target in your approach?
What I would do is I would kind of pressure box him. I would pressure box him, put pressure, make Jake fight when he doesn't want to fight, and see how he reacts to that.
All right, Jake Paul is on his way here to the stage, the problem child.
Hello, thank you. Hello. What up, gang?
Hey, where's the W? I needed some love with the spray.
Oh, man, I'm sweating, too. Things got hot up there.
Yeah, they did.
We need some W.
All right.
Woo.
So finally, all the hoopla's done. It's now time to fight. Mentally, where are you at?
Man, I'm so excited. This is my favorite part of boxing. This is where I come alive. I love the bright lights. The sparring in the hot Puerto Rico gym can get old. This is what I love to do the most, put on the 10-ounce gloves and let them crack.
Mike, he's a little different, man. He's a dog. Do you think that he's going to come to you and just put pressure, or do you think he's going to try to box, move, and set traps?
I think he's going to try to come with pressure, but that's going to be a big, big mistake. And if he does try to box, he can't. So either way, he's getting picked apart. Yes, he is a dog, but I saw fear on the stage. Yeah. I saw it in his eyes, and I don't often see it in my opponent's eyes. I see fear in his eyes. The dog's tail is between his legs. He's not ready for the bright lights like this.
Earlier in the week, I think you said round 3 knockout. Yesterday you said round 2. Today it's round 1. What's changed?
Once I refueled after the weigh-in, I just feel like I got my power back, and I'm just like, 1 round. I don't think he can hang in there with me. He has too many holes, and that's just being honest.
So my thing is this. So you really think it's going to be a first-round knockout?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so does that mean you're going to come and put pressure and just meet him at the center of the ring? Or do you think he's going to make a mistake
he's going to make mistakes, yeah. Okay. I don't have to do anything different to get the knockout. It's just going to be there, and I just got to take it. And I'm good at ending fights early because I see the holes early, and they're not ready for the heat right off the bat. So it's going to be an early night, 1 round, most likely, max 2.
We've seen fighters like Mike Perry before come in and go guns blazing the first 2 or 3 rounds. Then they have that adrenaline dump. How do you approach, generally speaking, the first round or 2 of a fight?
Well, since I've been so active, I just, don't get nervous. I don't have the adrenaline really anymore, and it just feels like another sparring session. And so for me, it's just going in there, finding my timing, finding my jab, and then the rest just falls into place.
Do you feel more comfortable at 200, or were you kind of starting to like being a heavyweight for a little while there?
Being a heavyweight was fun. I was eating a lot of doghouse, but I think 200 is the perfect weight for me.
Well, 200 is because you probably feel more faster, more lean.
Yeah.
Lighter on your toes.
Yeah, I still have the power because I'm naturally walking around like 215. So any lower than 200 is just going to be an annoying weight cut.
You said you've really improved your game since you fought Diaz. We didn't get to see much from your last 2 fights. What area have you most improved on that people might be able to see tomorrow and be like, wow, this guy is getting a lot better?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff. Footwork, distance, the jab, switching up the speed of my punches, feints, movements, creating angles off the side.
So everything.
Body work, inside work, combinations, head movement, and just my cardio is even better, more punches per round.
All right, well, we'll give you the final word, your last chance to talk to the people as they prepare to buy your fight live here on DAZN tomorrow night.
Hey, it's going to be a show. You know how we always do it. I'm coming for another highlight reel KO. The last time I was in Tampa, it was a full moon. I'm very spiritual. I'm very connected to the gods, and I got a highlight KO of the year against Tyron Woodley. So tomorrow night, we're running it back.
Jake Paul, the problem child, ladies and gentlemen, taking on Mike Perry live here on DAZN tomorrow night. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, man.
All right, he's got his Celsius weight and he's got his W weight. Hey, Gabe, don't you go, man. I need you here for just a second. All right, Gabe, we got to hear from Mike Perry. We got to hear from Jake Paul. Just give me kind of your final prediction as far as what will we see tomorrow night.
Well, I think, hearing Jake right now, he sounds so focused, like he knows what's going to happen, man. That kind of confidence is big going into a fight. He said that he sensed fear. And that's something we talked about when you do a face-off. If you can read your opponent, he sends fear, man, so that says a lot. So I think Jake's going to want to bang as soon as the bell rings.
Yeah, I'll ask you the same thing, Wade. All the hoopla is done, all the talking's done, just over 24 hours away from the fight. What kind of fight are we going to see?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting what Jake said up here. I was kind of listening on the side, and he was talking about the fear he saw in Mike's eyes. Mike did look a little more subdued after that whole interaction, even up here. It almost felt like getting here was a win for Mike. I don't know if anybody else felt that. I think we might be in for an early night tomorrow. We'll see. I want to see a big fight from both guys. I think Mike's going to be a little bit more patient, but I think Jake is dialed on a different level right now.
And other than that little scuffle there on the stage, what a great build-up fight week. They didn't touch each other. They did the face-to-face with you. They had so many great one-liners in the talk. It was really a lot of fun, and we thank you for joining us here all week long, so you might as well watch the damn fight, right? You can order it now on DAZN. We start tomorrow night live here from Tampa. For Wade Plim, Gabe Rosado, and our producer, Chris Glanville, I'm Todd Grisham. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Good night, everybody.
Only on DAZN, July 20. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. I fear no man. I'm ready anytime, any place, anyone. People think I'm crazy.
Mike Perry ends people.
A violent, bare-knuckle, undefeated legend.
He is a savage. He is an absolute killer.
I'm gonna hurt you bad. I'm bringing the pain. You will be terrified.
Jake Paul versus Mike Perry, July 20. Live only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.